towards the port and break free, but I have a feeling like that's not going to be the case. Do we have troops over here? No, I don't. Okay, so we still got a lot of troops in Kingston. I'm assuming there's probably still going to be a lot of troops over here in Mexico as well. Yeah, so again, like, I just don't know how exactly we progress from this point. Like, I know that's... Like, we just started, the stream. But, like, already, like, I just don't know the proper channels, I guess you can say, to, actually finish this war. Okay, two citizens capitulated, which I think was part of the Reichspact. Right? I think so. I mean, Portugal's looking pretty okay. On Congo of his duty. We'll see if maybe get more Portuguese colonies down there. But, like, with Germany dead, it does really weaken our position, like, substantially. What we want is for Russia and the French to go to war. Like, that kind of needs to happen after Germany's going to inevitably lose. I mean, it sucks to say, but I think it's inevitable that Germany ends up losing their war. Like, I don't think they can be saved. I think it's just impossible. I mean, again, the Carlos would give us a front line with the International, but I really don't think that's what we actually need. We need to somehow get troops into Britain. Well, we need to get troops somehow, somewhere. But I mean, the British are doing like such a good job taking over all these islands and getting closer and closer to our territory. Like, maybe if the United States joins the Entente, like either the Pacific States or MacArthur, one of the two, they join up with our faction, maybe we can get something done. Naval dockyard, more military factories, oil. You know what? Going for a little bit more oil is not the worst idea in the world. I mean, how close are you to capitulating? Because are any of like these northern states cores? They are. Canada has sent us. They sent us 12 ships. You know what? It's not bad. I think this is the first. Is this the first event I've ever seen where the AI actually, or where like a focus actually just gives you ships? I mean, 12 ships isn't nothing, especially for such a small country like ourselves. It does basically double our naval size, which is nice. We'll also go for the 1942 rifles. To me, that this makes a lot of sense. What are we missing? We're missing tactical bombers. Let's just not even worry about that right now. I got bigger fish to fry at the moment. Actually, no, do I? Not really. Let's build tactical bombers. Replace one of you. We're not building any tanks right now, which some might say is an issue, but I feel like we're kind of okay. We have our armor division here. I wouldn't mind getting more. I mean, I need more units, but without Jamaica, you know, our biggest population center, it's going to be difficult to get that done. I mean, we might as well go up to extend the conscription, at least for right now. Like, there's a handful of British ships in the area. Not really too much, though. Yeah, and Chile is just really wanting to defend this area. Brazil is not part of any faction. You're all part of the International. Peru's not in a faction. I mean, Brazil joining up with the Entente could allow us to maybe kill off the South American syndicalist, which could be beneficial. I mean, not could be. It would be nice. Oh, Germany. Germany, Germany, Germany. Just a sad, sad time for you. And, of course, we are still definitely at war with the Deconfederation, but I feel like they're kind of like my last point of interest, for sure. Like, how close is Germany to dying? They're at 65%. I think they need to get around 30% is when the Reichspact capitulates. Okay, you know what? Put in 25 political power into there, that should be okay. I just want you guys to be dead. Like, I know that's, factory output, yes. I know that's a tall order. Like, I just don't want to be, like, spending my entire time just waiting for something to happen. Like, we need to be proactive in some way. I just don't know exactly how that's going to work. You know what I mean? Okay, Italy's landed troops down here in Portugal. Like, maybe we send our troops to... I mean, there's a naval invasion going on in the Caribbean. They're going to take, looks like Trinidad and Tobago. Let's see if we can actually get a troop there first. I'm just trying to think, like... The thing is, like, I don't have an army. Like, I don't have troops to send anywhere right now. I have, like, one spare div... Okay, no, apparently you are not... Where are you? We have, like, okay, we have one troop here that we can maybe use somewhere. Like, we'll send in the Porto and maybe try to land in, like, La Rochelle or something like that and hope that the Portuguese or the Canadians or somebody helps us out. Because we need to take like, a proactive stance, I guess you could say. Like, we need to do something. We can't just sit here. Even though anything is going to be incredibly dangerous. So we need to defend, like, all of our ports. All this territory we need to defend. Like, we do want to take Chile. Hopefully, like, the Canadians or something can, try to dislodge them, if that's at all possible. The Confederation, the strikes, we don't have to worry about those anymore. I mean, yeah, Germany's basically dead. Like, there's no way they're going to survive. I'm surprised Warsaw hasn't fallen for Poland yet. But, you know, Russia has this half. The International has this half. And maybe, just maybe. Okay, you're now in the Entente. You're vassal Portugal. Kivu Clique's taking some land. You declared war on this guy, which I don't see why you would do, because Portugal's probably just going to annex them. I mean, the Entente's looking okay. The Istanbul Pact is getting pretty powerful. I mean, they might join us with Reichspakt. I think there's a chance they do join up with the, Can they join up with us? Abolish... Okay, alliance of convenience, settling all disputes. I don't believe so. Cooperation with the Orient. No, I don't think the Ottomans can actually join the Entente faction, which is unfortunate. And Bulgaria is going to be killed. Once Bulgaria dies, like, Austria is going to be in even, like, a worse position than they were before. And, of course, they have a port down here. You know what? I don't know who you... I guess we're at war with Nazi land. It's just really a bad time for everybody right now. But again, I don't want to just abandon all of my my country, right? Like, the International wants to naval invade everything, which, I mean, makes sense. Because, you know, we're a decent jumping off point. Oh, we took back Bermuda. The decent jumping off point to get into Canada. And already 2 units are about to arrive in Lisbon. So I guess first things first is set up a defensive line here. And then prepare a naval invasion. And thing is, like, we need to land somewhere. But, you know, France getting Belgium and Switzerland in their faction, like, really early on, really boost up their strength. Okay, so I mean, we have some troops here. Air superiority doesn't belong to anybody. So what if we were to send our aircraft here into southern Iberia? Try to give, like, at least a little bit of a... Just do these provinces not connect? I feel like these provinces should connect. You're falling back. We've already lost a province. Lovely. I mean, Canada needs to help Portugal not capitulate. Because without Portugal... I mean, I guess you'd, like, navally invade Iceland... No, Greenland, Iceland, and into Britain. But even then, that seems also very, very unlikely to happen. After that, let's go for 1 civilian factory. I mean, it's not, like, the best focus, but it's not the worst either. You're putting a lot of men down here, huh? You know, you want to make sure CNT... If CNT wins in Spain, we're just going to be having a horrible time. So we want either the Carlist or the Kingdom to win. The Carlist seem like doing pretty alright. But of course, like, we can't help them out right now. For the obvious reason that, that we're at war. Okay, Sardinia's been annexed, but by Sardinia, our faction gets a little bit weaker. You might attack Latium or Italy very soon. We'll see how that kind of plays out. The Ottomans will probably end up winning their war over here. I mean, since they're doing naval invasions, I don't see any naval invasions happening right now. What are you? You have 52 tanks. Like, try to deploy, like, 3 divisions. We don't have quite enough manpower. But we do want to go probably to service by requirement. We're not going all the way down to all-adult service as fast as humanly possible. Look, Canada, I appreciate your efforts to take back Jamaica. I just don't think it's going to be happening anytime soon. There's so many units down here in Mexico, man. Like, one of these ports would be much easier for us to hit. But, like, I just don't really know. Okay, the British land troops up here, I can't imagine they're going to be able to get too much done. How's naval superiority look? Horrible and okay. So the Bay Biscay might not happen at all. The Fighting Irish, you send volunteers to you. Will you join the Entente? Because you'd be a nice little staging ground. Let's just put it that way. You'd be a nice little staging ground to try to make headway into Britain. Like, we take over like one major power here, we'll be looking a lot nicer. I don't know how Bulgaria is still alive, to be honest with you. I mean, at least in Italy, if they were to join up with the Russian faction, which I don't think they can, but if they were to join up with the Russian faction and then go to war with the International that way, I don't really know. Is Hawaii, they went to the commune route, right? Yes, they are on the they went the commune route, but they're social democratic right now. They're in International now, which could see Hawaii go to war with them. Which wouldn't hurt. We're at least defending here. But that's about it. We lost our airport, huh? I mean, we got, I guess, aircraft down here in Algeria, but like, that's not saying too much. I mean, any territory over here is just gonna be like hard to attack. Like, I wish Germany didn't drop the ball this hard. Like, that would have been nice. How is Bulgaria pushing away into Serbia? Like, what's happening over here? Like, I don't think any of you can join up with our faction. Germany's Asia defending government. They're more likely to go to war with Russia than they are to go to war with the International. Even then, China going to war with the International doesn't do too much. Improve relations with you. You're at war with so many people. Denmark. I do not know. Like, okay, Somalia's been annexed. No, Ethiopia was annexed. Okay. Yeah, Eritrea got their independence. I mean, I'm looking at this and I feel like our position in Portugal is not long for this world. You're part of the Reichspakt, but I think as soon as you guys collapse, you'll probably join up with the Cairo Pact. And then probably immediately lose to the Egyptians. Actually, you might not be able to join that if Egypt's still at war. I'm not too sure. Like, we're defending all right. If we can at least defend these provinces along the river, I'll feel a little bit better about our situation. Okay, Bulgaria's capitulated. Honestly, deploy these troops to the front line ASAP. Which means throw them onto this border. Like, they're green, yes. But they've got to do something. What do you mean there's no route? You guys. Yeah, go over here. Like, what's your problem? I know there might be, like, some, enemy shipping in the area, but it's like, don't worry about that so much, and you'll be fine. How much manpower do you guys have, by the way? 4,000. Reinforcements, again, should be top priority. How much political power are we getting? We're getting 0.61. I think maybe after you're done, we won't focus on any, focus. Just to get our political power up high enough so we can get all the way down to all-adult serve. Get our manpower to where it needs to be in order to train any amount of units. You know what? No. Okay, looking at this, we are in a bad situation. Spain. What's the likeness we can invade here? Probably very slim, huh? I mean, the international, I think they're just going to kill Portugal. And there's very little, if anything, I can do about that. Yes, you come up to here. Tourism monopolies. Yeah, just ignore this for now so I can get some more political power. They have up to 22,000 strength. You know what? That's pretty tough. We could maybe try to invade Britain. As long as we're not going through this sea zone, but I feel like that's going to be very unlikely, right? No, I mean we can do this. Go towards the Isle of Man. Land in the Isle of Man. We'll have at least like an island we can base operations out of and like try to kill Britain. Britain, I feel, is usually like the weakest link when it comes to the Internationale. So we kill Britain, we can maybe do something else. I mean, like, what else could you do? Is kind of the question, right? Because you're part of the Third Internationale. Greece, I hate you. Yeah, you want to go to Lisbon. Go out to Porto. 33% superiority. We don't have enough superiority over our own coastline, huh? I'd say that might be an issue. How many ships are over here? Up to 16,000. We have 5% superiority. Okay, you know what? That's pretty bad. Is there anything else we can really do? Can I build anything? I can build one military factory here. I guess we'll do it. There's some combats over here. We're going to try to kill some of my units. Please. Please, Doc. %34. Don't attack. Just defend. Okay, as long as we're not attacking, we should be okay. We're at 9% superiority. Let's try, like, there's nowhere, other than if we want to try to, like, attack through the north, which actually might be our best option. Honestly, we might have to take it. Because, I mean, Lisbon, I think, is going to die. Which is unfortunate. So, you know what? Don't delete all your plans. So that includes, okay, delete, delete, delete. Honestly, the invasion force should just be on a different army group entirely. And go to, like, Newfoundland and prepare to invade you. Because honestly, I feel like maybe hop, and get over into, like, Scotland is probably our best option. Just abandon, not Denmark, abandon, Portugal to the Internationale, because we can't fight them right now. Like, it's just not going to happen. Yeah, Lisbon's fallen. The Internationale now has full control over Portugal, which is bad. I don't think I need to reiterate that fact. Okay, so we're deploying more units. Only one basic tank division. Are we even building tanks? We are, very, very slowly. We don't need war propaganda. How are you winning your war down here? I thought this would be like a clean sweep, but apparently not. Portugal sent all their troops to go fight this war. They sent all their troops to go fight against Naziland, and they left their capital undefended. I mean, they still got Porto, but that's really about it. Which is a major shame for them. But at least we have troops that we can actually... We can try to project some power. Even if it's not much. Okay, I think the American Union say... I think they are still going to lose the war. The Pacific States have been doing really, really well for themselves, and MacArthur might hold New England. We'll see if the Pacific States and MacArthur do sign a peace deal with each other and unite the country under one banner. Because you're 1-2, you're 1-3, you're a little bit better on defense, so, you know, that makes sense for us. And you are my scout. Is there anybody in Greenland? I'm going to assume the answer is yes. No, okay. There's nobody in Greenland. Operation... Send some units over there as a go. We have no superiority, really. Okay, yeah, so we'll land in Greenland. There is 2 ports. So we have to go, we're probably have to land here. Actually, there's really 3 ports in Greenland. We come to Greenland, take all the ports, then land in Iceland. Iceland was part of the Reichspakt, I think? Or are they part of the Entente? I actually don't remember. They're part of the Reichspakt, okay. Somehow Poland still is alive. I don't know how, but they are. You will come up towards this port. Here's the thing, guys. You're already in a port province. Just go there. The legation cities have joined up with the Reichspakt. Probably like the worst choice you could possibly make right now. But you know what? That's you. That's on you. You're at least defending this area. Naziland. We're doing pretty good. Let's just put it that way. Caribbean Sea. Bulgaria's called them into the war. And technically, we don't have occupation here just yet. Of course, it's going to be very, very hard to walk into any of these provinces. I mean, Iceland, which is not Iceland, it's Greenland. But Greenland, it's very, very big. Which is a problem. Because I think we need to go to this port to invade Iceland. And then, of course, use that as a point of operations to land in Britain. Again, having Ireland join our faction would have been, like, really, really nice. But unfortunately, that's just, like, not what's going to happen. 4% attrition. 25 days, huh? To walk to one province. I mean, I know our supplies are, like, not in tip-top shape, but come on now. Okay, so we'll capture you soon. Can I navally invade my way up to here? Like, I know some of these troops are really close to dying, which is unfortunate. You guys make your way all the way up to Greenland. It's going to cost us a lot of oil to get that going, but that's okay. Of course, supplies are bad up here. Are you missing Manpower?